So let's begin with the Avenger, because there's a lot of additional upgrades that you might not know about. Number one, it can actually be purchased without owning a facility beforehand, so that's quite nice. You don't have to pay for that property up front, and now we know it can be stored inside of the hangar. And it also comes with the following upgrades: a pilot-operated machine gun, pilot-operated missiles, stealth module, autopilot defense, missile lock-on jammer, autopilot defense, and the thruster can now be stored inside of the Avenger as a support vehicle and requested in free mode. So that's quite nice. Now, the hangar also got several updates. There's now new land-based source and sell cargo missions, and these can be selected via the Free Trade Shipping Company website, which will allow players to engage with their smuggling business in an entirely land-based manner. Now, a staff member has also been added to the hangars that can be sent to source cargo for a small fee, and now source cargo missions can be launched in free mode by calling Ron. And if you've yet to set up your smuggler's business, the setup mission can now be bypassed for a small fee. Now, a couple of other upgrades to the hangars. There's been a weapon workshop that is added. You'll also find additional weapon pickups that have been added to the hangar. And if you're looking to sharpen your skills at the flight school, you'll find a convenient access point added inside of the hangar that will take you straight there. So now you'll no longer have to go source that out on its own. You can just do it straight from the hangar, so that's quite convenient. Now, Rockstar have also added back several previously limited time vehicles, so you can now get the Weenie Issy Rally, the Tundra Panther, the Karen Hot Ring Evron, and the Willard Eudora. These are now permanently available to purchase, so they are no longer limited time. Rockstar have also added one new weapon, the Tactical SMG, but you won't find it at the ammunition store. You have to find it at the gun van. So a lot of people have been asking, where is that? Why can't I find it? It's not in the weapon stores. You have to go to the gun van. Now, they've also added lots of clothing items, 160 pieces of clothing and accessories for the male, and 220 pieces of clothing and accessories for the female. Now, guys get 2 new hairstyles, and girls get 1 new hairstyle as well. So lots of things you can change up. There's also been 5 new RC Bandito time trials that have been added to the existing rotation. So these trials also now rotate daily, allowing players to claim the par time reward each day, basically allowing you to get more money per week. That's quite nice. Speaking of more money per week, players can now unlock and choose from a range of names for their acid product, and each of that will increase its sell value. Now, Rockstar highlighted these earlier in the week, but these are some experience improvements that they've added to the game. There's now an alternative setting option that has been added that allows players to toggle sprint between a tap and hold when they use the controller. It's quite easy to do and is simply done via the interaction menu. Now, players can also now claim all destroyed vehicles at one time when calling Mors Mutual instead of one by one. That's quite convenient. And speaking of vehicles, if a player's personal vehicle is destroyed during a contact mission, it can be claimed back from Mors Mutual Insurance for free. Now, in the last update, taxi work was added, and now it can be launched while driving the Willard Eudora and Albany Classic Broadway when they both have their taxi liveries applied. So more fleet of cars that can do the taxi work. Players can also now add custom description tags to their garages when calling the mechanic. So if you have like a sports car or supercar garage, you can differentiate those and not just say like Eclipse Tower Boulevard 17 or whatever it is. Now, speaking of Eclipse Boulevard, the Eclipse Boulevard garage, now it is split into 5 different floors of 10 cars, not just one mass of 50 vehicles. Now, the SecuroServe and Motorcycle Club interaction menu sections have been merged into one register as a boss section, and players can now quickly register as a boss at any owned business computer. And speaking of your businesses, map blips for properties now only appear on the map at shorter ranges. That's quite nice. Players can now re-request their Avenger, Mobile Operations Center, or Terabyte delivered closer to their location if it's already present in free mode. Speaking of aerial vehicles, the cannons on the P996 laser and Hydra jets have also been adjusted, and the vertical takeoff and landing activation button has been updated for all planes. A few more things they've done: Madrazzo's dispatch service missions can now be launched with 1 player. The player's body armor is restocked to the same level they had in the lobby using a quick restart option. A buy all option has been added when purchasing body armor from ammunition ammunition. That's quite nice. And when using body armor via the weapon wheel, it will now equip the most suitable armor in the player's inventory based on their current armor value. And the rank requirement for purchasing different tiers of body armor has been removed. And speaking of rank requirement, that has also been removed for unlocking daily objectives. So now that will start from rank 1. And players can now join private takeovers at the LS car meet via a new option on the entry menu. They can also filter for open wheel and house special work races in the online races menu. And Moore's Mutual Insurance will now text newer players and outline how to claim their destroyed personal vehicle, since there's been some updates to it. Now, a couple more things. English Dave and Tom Connors will no longer call the player while they're parachuting or free falling. That's quite nice. The orbital cannon can no longer be instantly reset or refunded to prevent players from being repeatedly targeted, and the payouts for completing Gerald's last play and a Super Yacht Life contact missions have been increased by 25%, and so have the payouts on many collectibles and events. They've also been increased. Now, the creator also got several updates, including the ability to set snow weather in a deathmatch race or survival, also access to arena war props, as well as being able to double the amount of spawn points from 15 to 30. Lots of other features as well. I don't use the creator all that much, so of course I will leave a link to this in the description if you guys are interested. And Rockstar fixed a ton of other miscellaneous things as well. Some of those are specific to the PlayStation 5, some of those are PC specific, some of those are Xbox specific, and a lot of the things they ended up fixing was content from the last update, that being the Los Santos Drug Wars update. So a lot of things fixed from that DLC, which is quite nice. Now, a handful of other things that Rockstar discussed on the Newswire that I want to talk about in this video today, some of the things that you might not have known or things they're talking about going forward. They discussed a new vehicle that was going to be coming out next week, and that is the Bravado Buffalo EVX. So they said that next week, that is going to be the new vehicle as it hits showroom floors. And they also revealed that later this summer, new vehicles and dynamic events would be unfolding in free mode with the return of armored van robberies. So those are going to be returning alongside a large-scale battle on Cayo Perico in just a few short weeks. Now, that looks to be an adversary mode, but Rockstar has confirmed we're going to be getting the return of armored vans, which has been around really since the beginning of the game. But then Rockstar removed them, so now they're finally going to be coming back, and they're also going to be giving us a Cayo Perico style adversary mode where it looks like there's going to be a giant battle taking place. So lots of cool stuff happening over the next couple of weeks here in GTA Online as a part of the San Andreas Mercenaries update. And if you guys are interested in this month's current Grand Theft Auto Plus event period that goes on through July 19th, 2023, I'll leave a link to that in the description, as well as the Newswire that Rockstar posted as well. A lot of the things they talked about are basically everything new that's been introduced, like the vehicles, the new missions, and whatnot. All things we'll be going over in other videos, but I wanted to talk about some of the things that you might not have noticed as far as the changes that they've made to the game. If you know of any other changes that Rockstar made to Grand Theft Auto Online, let me know in those comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.